Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Special beer review today. This afternoon, we are taking a look at, finally, I'm so excited to be reviewing this beer. This is JJJULIUSSS. If you're watching this video, you probably know that last week, Julius turned 5. I was actually there on Wednesday for the can release, and they released Hayes and they released Julius, and we were all stoked. We were just standing in the line talking about how awesome Julius was and how it was amazing that it had just turned 5. I was looking at Twitter last week when I was sitting in the hotel, and Nate had posted a photo on his Twitter of the very first batch of Julius that he ever brewed, and it was just a beer glass sitting on his counter in his house. And I just it was weird. Like, I had this weird, like, reflective moment. Like, I'm not even a brewer, but just looking at that photo, and like, I had opened the can of Julius that I'd gotten at the brewery that day, and just looking at that photo and then looking at the beer that I had in my glass, just kind of, 5 years of just how many batches of Julius has he brewed to like make it as perfect as he possibly could. Like, it was really cool seeing that picture. So yeah, we were there Wednesday, picked up the cans. We were all stoked. Julius turned 5. They brewed Julius for us, and little did anybody know that on Friday they were going to drop the bomb that was JJJULIUSSS. Which every time I say that, I just want to say JJJULIUSSS, but I guess that's like the rap fan in me that wants to do that. But yeah, it was funny too, because as soon as that got posted on Facebook, I got a bunch of messages. Everyone's like, "You're still there? Are you going back?" And I couldn't make it back to the brewery that day. It was a long drive from where we were at, but thankfully my man Leo was around, and he grabbed some cans and shipped them. And I got them yesterday, and I put them in the fridge, and wanted to get into this one. 6.8% alcohol by volume. This is basically Julius, but there's an extra kettle hopping and an extra dry hopping that they do. So I guess it's hopped 3 times, hence the 3 J's in the name. This is the first time they've ever canned this beer. I think the last time they released it was a year ago, and it was for growler fills only, and this was the first time they canned it. So you guys know I love Julius. It was, I think it was the 3rd Treehouse beer I reviewed. It's still probably my 2nd favorite Treehouse regular offering. Every time they can it, I try and get it. I absolutely am in love with that beer. So really looking forward to this. See what it has to offer everyone. It was funny, like, with all those messages, everyone's like, "Are you gonna get some of that?" Because it's like the real deal. People are kind of losing their mind over this beer. So excited to check this one out. So let's get into it. It's weird that I'm sitting back in my garage in San Diego now. I was laughing with my wife. First time ever in my life, I was like bummed to be back in San Diego. I miss Massachusetts. Massachusetts was amazing. That state is fantastic. And first of all, it's insane the aroma that's hitting me in the face right now just as I'm talking, coming out of this glass. It's like oranges are just ejaculating into my nose. It's crazy. But yeah, Massachusetts is amazing. I kept telling my wife when we were driving around, it is so green there. Like, you take for granted, we live by the beach sort of, but there's such like a drought right now in California that everywhere else you drive, all the hills are brown, everything's kind of dead. It's really depressing when you think about it. But you drive through Massachusetts, like I was looking at the video just driving down the Massachusetts Turnpike, it is so lush and so green. It's fantastic. So yeah, pouring this into a glass, this looks like Julius. It's that hazy, turbid, that dark orange color. Looks like orange juice. There was about probably a finger of bright. Look at the glass. That glass lacing though. Finger of, I don't know. It's like an off-white head. It's pretty bright white. Let's see if we can generate some more of it. Yeah, it's just pillowy. Like, you could take a spoon and just scoop that head out and eat it. It's crazy how just fluffy and awesome that looks. But this looks like Julius. If you were, if somebody gave this to you blind, I don't think you'd be able to say, "Oh, that's JJJULIUSSS." So it looks awesome. Like I said, I could smell it when I opened it. So let's go ahead and shove our nose in it and see what we think. Yeah, it's such a familiar aroma to me. I've drank enough Julius to where the beer is just such an orange juice for me. It's just an orange juice bomb. It's like taking oranges and just squeezing them into a glass. It's here too, but this is so intense. It's crazy. It's got that like juicy fruit, yeasty treehouse note. But it's just, this sounds really, really weird. It's intensely orange, but it's also at the same time really, really like delicate, if that makes any sense. It isn't like that harsh in your face orange. Like, it's not like that fake orange thing. This is like intense, crazy ripe oranges, and then you're getting like the tangerines and the mango. Just super, it's citrus in a glass. It's crazy. But you're also getting like, there's that, it's not dank, it's like that green kind of herbaceous thing. It's like that soft, just, like I said, nothing is really like harsh or really like over the top with the aroma of this. It's just, it's amplified from what you're used to smelling, I think. I think that's a good way to describe it. It smells fantastic. It does. It just smells like, when I drank King Julius, like King Julius, I was saying it was like Julius on steroids. This isn't, I mean, that's a different beer. It's a higher alcohol level. It's a different malt bill, I think. It's a different beer. This is a very familiar smell. It's just more intense, I think. That's the best way I can describe it. It is. It's just that oranges, mangoes, there's like a peach thing. It's a citrus bomb. It smells amazing. So happy 5th birthday to Julius. And cheers to all you guys watching. That is so good. It's the taste follows the nose too. Just right away, like it feels like I have oranges sitting on my tongue right now. It is so intense. The herbaceousness that was on the nose is much more present on the palate, if that makes sense. Like it was there, but it was like that soft kind of herbaceous thing. There's a good amount of like harsh, like a green kind of herbaceous thing underneath all that orange. But again, just a super familiar taste. This is like Julius, but I guess the easiest way to describe it to somebody who, like I was with, when we were in New Hampshire, my buddy Greg, who was with me, we like were joking around doing a beer review on his channel. He's got an arcade channel, and we were drinking Puff from 6 Point. And I was like, what does that smell like? And he said, it smells like an IPA. So the best way to describe, if you've never had Julius, this tastes like a very, very hoppy version of that. If like, that's simple terms way to put it. Super, super hoppy. I mean, it's, wow, my camera battery died in the middle of that. I just freaked out. I thought I lost that whole thing. That's crazy. Anyways, so I think we were talking about how it's much more hoppy than regular Julius. So yeah, I just got like frazzled for a second. Hopefully the rest of this review is on the thing, or I'm gonna have to do this again, which would be a bummer. But yeah, so it's just intense oranges. It's intense, like tangerines. It's intense. There's like other tropical fruit notes in there, like peaches. And as this warms more, it's ridiculously soft. It's so easy drinking for a near 7% beer. Even though that it is crazy hoppy, it's like you get a good amount of like those green hops that are just sitting on your tongue for a second, but it finishes really, really dry, really, really easy drinking. Like I said, it's super hoppy, but it's not gonna kill your palate. I think the big thing, like in my mind, the entire time I've been drinking this, like, do I like this more than Julius? I don't know. It's such a familiar beer to me. It almost tastes like if you've never had like a really fresh can of Julius, like what it would be. For me, I'd always talked about how, I might have said this before the camera battery died, but I always talked about how I like letting my treehouse beer sit. I mean, honestly, I'd never had that fresh of a beer. I mean, this was canned on Friday, today's Wednesday, so it's what, 5 days old? I mean, this is a rare exception that I get this fresh of a treehouse beer, but drinking that Julius that was 2 days old was insane. It was really, really good. It wasn't harsh. It wasn't crazy, like over the top like I thought it might be. So I would imagine if I had never had that maybe this is what that would taste like, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, this is fantastic. This beer is ridiculously good. It's so flavorful and so juicy. Like I said, even though It's crazy hoppy. It's still so drinkable. Eric always says quaffable, balanced, juicy, just explosively juicy, aromatic, flavorful, balanced. Like I said, you get an awesome, just like little pop of like bitterness that hangs out on your tongue that just reminds you that it's a hot bomb. This is a hot bomb of a beer, but it's also super, super juicy. So, I mean, it's amazing. I love Julius. Julius is 100 for me. This is like, I mean, this is 100 too. There's no reason why I wouldn't give this 100. People might say that regular Julius is more balanced, but this is crazy balanced for as much as they hop it. It's hopped to shit and it's fucking delicious. It's so good. So it's easy for me. It's Hunnits. This beer is insane. So I actually have another can of this, and I have a can of Julius from my trip that I brought home. So spoiler alert, I'm going to be doing a blind tasting of them just to see. We've talked about it. Ryerson and I did a blind battle beers with, you know, a whale status beer and then a beer that's not a whale status beer, and the non-whale status beer stood up to the other one. People go crazy over these special releases, and I think I mentioned it in my Very Green video. By the way, I'm sorry that this is going so long. I just have a lot of stuff that's like I wanted to talk about. In my Very Green video, I had mentioned Very Green's amazing, but if you couldn't get that, there was no reason to freak out because green is a great substitute for that. People are going crazy trying to trade and like buy these cans of JJJULIUSSS, and maybe, you know, we'll see. Maybe just the standard, you know, fare of Julius is every bit as good as this. I want to know. I have to know. So I'm gonna do that. But I love this beer. It's like I said, I love Julius. I love this beer. It's awesome. I tried to like stay calm and not get like crazy hype man over this beer, and I hope I did an okay job doing that. There's so many times where like hype takes over and you're just like, oh fuck, it's amazing. It's the greatest beer I've ever had. This beer is top notch. It's, I mean, as far as like citrusy IPAs, I mean, come on. Julius is probably my favorite citrusy IPA, if that makes sense. Green's more of like a fruit juice kind of a beer for me. I mean, this definitely has fruit characteristics in it. Like I said, with like the tangerines, or not tangerines, like there's like a peachy kind of a pineapple-y thing in there. But this is amazing. It's 100 out of 100. You're not going to find, I mean, name a beer that's better than this. You really can't. It's awesome. So, yep. That is a JJJULIUSSS, a JJJJ unit. Loved it, and I miss Massachusetts. So I'm gonna wrap this one up, guys. Like I said, sorry for going longer. I didn't mean to ramble about stuff, but this is a fun beer, really fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how this stacks up to Julius Blind. But if you got your hands on this, or if you've had this before, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I think it's fantastic. It's amazing, and it was worthy of them releasing to celebrate the 5th birthday of Julius. So. Well done, Treehouse. You guys continue to kill it. You're amazing people and you make amazing beer. So I'm out of here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. And thanks for all the new subscribers that are here at the channel watching these videos. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.